Hi there, I'm Chris, co-founder of Reorder. Today I want to show you why Medusa.js still doesn't have subscriptions and how we fixed it. So the Medusa is one of the best open source commerce backends for custom builds, but there is still one major gap: subscriptions. In this video I want to show you why this gap exists, what production subscriptions actually require, and how we solved it with Reorder. For years, the Medusa ecosystem has discussed the same issue. Recurring commerce is critical, but not native in core. The key point is not does a basic recurring flow exist. The key point is whenever teams can run subscriptions reliably in production. There is a big difference between a tutorial recipe and a production system. A recipe can show a baseline recurring flow. A production requires recovery logic, operator tooling, lifecycle control, and analytics. So the challenge is not starting as subscriptions. The challenge is operating them at scale. In production, you need 5 layers working together: off-session payments, renewal orchestration, done in recovery, cancellation and retention, and analytics. If one layer is weak, the whole recurring model becomes unstable. At 10,000 subscribers and the $40 average order value, subscription economics are heavily affected by platform and transaction fees. In our illustrative model, SaaS costs include platform pricing plus transaction fees, while the open source path removes platform take rate and keeps processor plus infra costs. The result is a meaningful yearly data in favor of open source under these assumptions. Over a 5-year horizon, that cost gap compounds. Under the same assumptions, total ownership cost trends lower for the open source model, with break-even reached relatively early. So this is exactly why teams revisit build versus buy once they project beyond year 1. Reorder provides a full subscription engine for Medusa: subscription lifecycle, plans and offers, renewals, dunning, retention flows, and analytics. So teams don't have to build every recurring commerce layer from scratch. Reorder extends Medusa native modules, not replace them. It plugs into products, customers, cards, orders, and payments, so your existing architecture stays consistent. Customers can manage subscriptions through authenticated store API endpoints, so they can pause and resume, skip next delivery, change frequency, swap product, retry payment, request cancellation with retention flow. This enables real self-service recurring commerce in storefronts. If you want to implement this in your Medusa stack, here is the fastest path. Start with our GitHub repository. This is where you can review the code base, installation flow, and project structure. If you want to evaluate the implementation quality before adopting, start here. Then go to the docs. The docs walk you through setup, configuration, integration concepts, admin flows, and store API endpoints. If you're planning a real role, this should be your primary implementation reference. And if you want a direct support from our team, contact us here.